St. Peter's Plum Porter.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I've got a bit of a quirky one today. It's the St. Peter's Plum Porter that I got from Morrison's. It was only $1.75 a bottle, and when you look at the bottle, that is a very strange shaped bottle. It reminds me of a very, very old medicine bottle that you would get when I was a kid. You'd get a big bottle of stuff that your mum had shoved down your throat for whatever reason, and it looked like that. It was that sort of oval type shape. If you look at the bottom, it's like an oval type shape. There's the cap on there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me get that in the focus here. There you go, there's the cap. There is the front, and there is the back. Now this is brewed by the St. Peter's Brewery, who are based in a place called Bungay, which is in Suffolk. And I've heard of them, but I've never ever drank one of their beers. And this one is quite a novel one. It's a plum porter, and it's flavoured with fruit, specifically damson. Now the only other beer that I can think of that's flavoured with damson is the Badger Brewery Cranbourne Poacher. That's got damson in as well, damson and licorice, and that was really nice. So I'm hoping this is going to be nice as well. It's 5%. In the volume. It is a 500ml bottle. There's loads of gumph from the back about it, what it's flavoured with. I'll get onto that in a bit. Let's just get it open and see what's going on. Now, putting fruit into beers is not such an unusual thing. I mean, that was done up until the 19th century. You know, seasonal beers were, you know, especially like winter ales had dark fruits in them and stuff like that, depending on the seasons. And I'm assuming that that would have helped in the fermentation process and would have made quite strong flavoured and quite strong alcohol content flavoured beers. What's going on with this? Wow, that smells amazing. That smells chocolatey with a lot of fruit. And when I say chocolate, it's like malty chocolate. And I don't mean chocolate malt. It's like you've got a bit of malt and then you've got chocolate on top, like milk chocolate. And there is the fruit. I can get the damson in there as well. It does smell really good. And it's chilled too, so let's get it into the glass and see what is happening with it. It's a porter, so it's going to be dark, which is why it's pouring like this. And there's a fair bit of carbonation in there. Quite a big head, if you can see that. Oh, I can smell the fruit from here. It's very chocolatey and very, very fruity. It's intriguing me now. I'm just going to read out a little bit on the bottle. I do like these bottles. I may even keep that bottle because I do like the shape of that. And that's novel. You don't get many brewers doing that, so they've had them bottles made for themselves. So, you know, hats off to them. Yeah, it's as I say, it's the plum porter, sweet porter with jammy, damson, and blackcurrant. So it's got jam and blackcurrant and damson. Wow. Well, I'm intrigued now. I've got to get this down the hatch. That's quite nice. It's different. That's definitely different. Excuse me. Most people who flavour their beers, in my experience, I mean, I could be talking completely out of turn here. But most people who flavour their beers normally do this with like an ale. Certainly the Cranbourne Poacher, which is the only thing I can really compare this to, because it's got that damson sort of flavouring. They don't normally do it with a porter. They have, which is real novel. Right, so there's a malty undercurrent in that. Quite nice. I'd say chocolate malt in that, and it is very chocolatey. It's quite sweet, but not sickly sweet. And there's fruity notes on that as well, as I say. You've got the dark fruit of the damson and the blackcurrant. The jam you're getting in it, I'm assuming they mean blackcurrant jam, because I'm not getting anything else aside from that. And there's a little hint of a coffee finish on that, coffee malt finish. It's really nice. It would go with sweet food. So if you're eating something like I don't know, an Eton mess or a rich chocolate cake, this would be perfect. As I say, I'm not a fan of sweet beers, like really overly sweet, sickly beers. This doesn't fall into that category. You've got just enough of that coffee malt, and it tones down all that sweet fruit. But it's very nice. I quite like it, and I shouldn't like it, because everything about this is telling me not to like it, because it's got, you know, the added fruit. But as they say, and they do say this on their website, beer was flavoured with fruit, and it still is. But years ago, I mean, before the sort of 20th century, and they introduced modern, you know, brewing techniques into this country, and and then when they started importing stuff as well, you had, you know, mead was quite popular. You had beer flavoured with fruit at various times through the year, just to get that, you know, a different type of flavour to it. And it's not just Britain that's doing it. You know, France was doing that with their bière de garde. In Belgium, they had that Soissons, or Saison, as they call it. Saison, Saison beer. That's flavoured with fruit, or it can be flavoured. I've seen it flavoured with fruit. So yeah, it's not a new thing. But this is nice. It's got the chocolate and the slight coffee of a porter with a fruit layer on top, and the balance is really good, because one doesn't override the other. It's just a good, as I say, it's a good balance of each. It's really good. I like that. I'm gonna have to check out some more of these St Peter's Brewery stuff. But that's really nice. I'd give that a solid 8 out of 10, and I'd recommend it because it's really drinkable. This is chilled. It's got quite a bit of body to it, as you would expect from a porter, but not like a stout. You know what I mean? It's much more drinkable than a stout. It's not as heavy as a stout. And you've got them lovely fruit notes in there, and you've got the great malts of you know, the chocolate and the coffee. The coffee's very subtle. It's more chocolate than coffee, but there is just a smidgen of coffee that I'm getting from that. But it's good. 8 out of 10 and recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.